Hello, my name is Brennan and I am your local McGraw-Hill consultant for Norco College. Dr. Muto and my team collaborated to come up with your course materials for the current semester in Communication Theory, or COM20. Today I'll be briefing you on Connect and SmartBook, where you'll be going to access a portion of your assignments for the term. We'll talk about some best practices for running the program. We'll get into the registration process as well as the resources that are available to you, in particular SmartBook. We'll talk about your purchasing options and wrap things up with technical support. To ensure the smoothest experience in Connect and SmartBook, I personally recommend running one of these three web browsers. If you have a Mac at home, Safari works fine. Beyond that, Firefox or Google Chrome come recommended. Please note that we ask that you refrain from running Internet Explorer when accessing Connect. Internet Explorer updates a bit too rapidly for McGraw-Hill and has a tendency to create an unuser-friendly experience. Connect is software, and like other software web-based applications, it can get bogged down, it can get slowed down if there's too much space being taken up through your internet browser. To mitigate this, I ask that you, every couple of weeks, once a month sort of thing, just clear the cookies and the web browsing history on your internet browser to ensure ample room to run the program and ensure a smooth experience. The required materials for this course are going to be a first look at Communication Theory, 9th edition by M. Griffin. Please note that Dr. Muto has set aside a custom version of this book that's available to you in the Norco campus bookstore, and that is indicated by the image on the right. The image on the left is what we call the national version of this title, and it is, for the record, the very same text as the one that's available to you in the bookstore. Please note, if you do happen to shop online, that you make sure that you are getting at a minimum the Connect access code for the 9th edition of this text, and a print book is not required. Registration for Connect is going to be pretty straightforward. Just log into your campus Blackboard account and locate COM20 with Dr. Muto. There will be a folder on the left-hand side that will contain all of your Connect online assignments. Go ahead and click on that folder and you will see a list of icons very similar to the ones you see here. Go ahead and click on any one of those icons to initiate the registration process. You go ahead and click Continue, and then you'll be asked to enter an email address. Please use your Norco student email when registering in Connect, and then you will click Begin. Everyone's going to create an account in Connect. Pretty self-explanatory: first name, last name, email address, security question and password, and then you'll be asked to choose an activation option. Maybe you have a job and your work schedule is still up in the air. Maybe you have a family at home. Whatever the reason, you're not sure if you're going to stick with the class. In the interim, McGraw-Hill does provide everyone with 2 weeks of courtesy access to Connect. This provides access to the online e-text SmartBook, access to all the assignments you need to get started in this course, and at the end of those 2 weeks, or any time prior to the end of those 2 weeks, you'll need to make a decision. Purchase a code, drop the class, or whatever alternative you and Dr. Muto arrive upon. I mentioned the bookstore earlier. If you went to the campus bookstore, you already have your access code. It's printed on the back cover of the book. Just go ahead and enter that access code in the upper left here. You'll click Submit, and you're done. Which leads to your third option, which is you can always buy online direct from McGraw-Hill. For $90, you can purchase all digital access to Connect and SmartBook. There's no print component that is going to automatically supplement or accompany buying online from McGraw-Hill. And then you're all set. Snapshot of the home screen in Connect. As I mentioned, all your coursework is available to you in Blackboard, so please make sure that you're sticking and staying in Blackboard when accessing your course content. Everyone's going to have an option throughout the semester to acquire a print copy of the text. Maybe you've gone with the ebook for a while and decide you'd much rather have a print copy. For $25, McGraw-Hill will mail you an optional loose leaf text, and that can be activated through the link provided here. SmartBook is a study tool. It was designed for student success, and it makes use of technology Many of you may have already experienced either using Amazon or Netflix, where the user actually has a profile with the technology. SmartBook will highlight what you specifically need to read, what you individually need to study, and what you the most need to learn in order to ensure that every moment that you spend in SmartBook is returned to you as the most value added, or what we call the most high impact minute possible. And it is powered by LearnSmart. So what does that mean? Well, LearnSmart will be asking you questions based on pre-selected learning objectives from Dr. Muto. You'll notice that you have a question here at the top. You have an answer set. However, LearnSmart is going to ask you to assign a cognitive rating to your answer. It just wants to know how confident you are in your response. This is not a quiz. This is not an exam where you are being marked down because you have no idea or you're unsure. Rather, SmartBook and LearnSmart are trying to figure out the parts in the reading, parts of the lecture that maybe you need a little more review in. And then it will be exposing you to new content and recirculating these questions in slightly different variations, so when you see that information again, it's most likely to move from your short-term memory and into your long-term memory, where you can recall that information during stressful moments. Based on your performance on the LearnSmart module, SmartBook is highlighting the corresponding passage in the embedded ebook. You note these passages are highlighted in green. Up here is kind of grayed out, and this one in yellow. Green means go. Green means you've demonstrated mastery of this concept. You are both confident, you know the answer, and you are correct. We want to move you on. SmartBook wants to move you on to the passages that are highlighted in yellow. Yellow means slow down. Let's reread maybe just this passage here, not the entire page. Answer a few more questions to build a little greater foundation of this content, and then this passage will in turn turn to green, and then you can move on to the next one. Parts of the book that are grayed out just mean that this is not taken directly or tied directly to a learning objective and therefore a question in LearnSmart. But it has its value in the reading experience. We're getting a lot of great feedback on this program, and we hope you enjoy it. Thank you for your time. My final slide is on tech support. In the event you experience an issue in Connect or LearnSmart, please recall the tips to clear your web history and your cookies, and make sure you're not running Internet Explorer. If you're still experiencing an issue, please give the customer care team a call and note their hours. Every time you contact the customer care team, and the agent will provide you with a case number. It's very important that you write that case number down, because in the event the agent is not able to solve your issue or your issue reoccurs, then you're going to want to bring that case number to Dr. Muto's attention so she can contact the local McGraw-Hill team to help arrive at a solution. Thank you again for your time, and best of luck in communication theory.